Hello, yogis. I've got a video for you on train tracks. We've been doing it a bunch lately, and people have asked for a little go-to so they can revisit it at home. And I also want to take this chance to talk about why to bother doing train tracks. Part of what I love about it is that it's both a diagnostic tool. It helps you diagnose, am I out of balance, inner, outer, right, left, in my partnering muscle groups? If so, who's too weak, who's too bossy. In addition to diagnosing, it actually also helps balance those things back out. I've had clients where it's fixed foot pain, knee pain, hip pain, low back, and can actually even help with the whole spinal column all the way up because it all starts with our foundation, our feet. So you can start by going, thanks, feet. I've got mine barefoot for you so you can see them. And I'm just going to start off with them about like 6 inches apart. I like doing this with my hands on my hips so that I'm not rotating my hips. And you're going to simply step back with the intention that you're keeping your foot in the same track you were in. And then you're going to lay that back heel down and you're going to look under and see if it's in the track. That's not in the track, and even that isn't. You really want to get it all the way in the track. And if it feels a little weird, you've probably got it right. Then you're going to look at your front foot and notice if you're getting a lot of like proprioceptive activity, meaning that ankle's kind of wiggling, the inner line, especially the ball of the big toe lifting, is a great indication that I actually don't have enough inner line power to be pushing in and down. So I'm going to think about squeezing like a fake block or something between those thighs, and boom, now I'm super sturdy like a little tree frog, and you'd have a hard time pushing me over. Then I'm going to just notice, am I feeling anything in my back leg, any kind of stretch or interesting sensation? If not, I'm going to use my front foot to scooch a little bit and deepen the stance and notice. And now, yeah, I've got something in my back calf, back thigh, and I might add to the stretch by rooting through my back heel and reaching up through my arms, taking a few deep breaths there, and then slowly returning to mountain stance. And if that leg that was back feels a little goofy, great sign that you did it right. When you go to step your foot back, I'm doing the other side now, but as an example, sometimes people try to take too big of a stance and they cannot get that back heel in the track. So you want to shorten your stance. I usually only go back about 1.5 feet to start with, then lay that heel in. And then, like I said, deepen your stance if you want to by using the front foot. So taking this moment to notice, am I having the same proprioceptive kind of challenge with the front foot on this side? If yes, then it means I've probably got an equal weakness in the inner legs and I'm not using the glutes. If not, then just one side's weaker, all right? So when I come into train tracks and I feel like I've found a stretch and stability, I'm looking forward, but man, I am seeing down into my feet, rooting, especially that inner line, breathing and lengthening. It's a good stretch. And then returning to mountain. And if your leg that was back feels rubbery, again, good job. If not, do it again. Deepen that stance and really emphasize anchoring that inner line. The other thing I will say is that if this is all like really challenging, you're like, I can't do that inner squeeze, then go ahead and grab your yoga block or something similar that has a little bit of resistance. You're going to keep the same kind of train track feet, put that block or something there and squeeze and unsqueeze and squeeze and unsqueeze. And I've had people do that a couple times a day and over the course of a week have it really evolve that imbalance. So between doing maybe train tracks a couple times, doing this a couple times in a week, you might actually have a difference in some of the pain and strength and your balance. So that's awesome. We can be like these great trees resting peacefully for all time. Thanks for joining me. See you soon at the mat. Bye.